I'm telling you right now, the biggest wealth transfer in the next decade isn't building another software company. It's building an AI native service business on Main Street in the boring corners of the economy. And in this video, I promise I will show you how to build a boring company with AI from the ground up. I see this every freaking day. Running a $100 million portfolio of companies, you need to tech enable your company right now, or you will become obsolete. You're fundamentally changing what your company is worth. It's like the best way in the modern era to create wealth, period, full stop. Here are the 4 pillars of building an AI native company from the ground up, starting with pillar number 1, the architecture. You cannot build an AI company on top of filing cabinets and fragmented spreadsheets. Full stop. Like, it's just not possible. And this is where most people get it wrong. They want to jump straight into the sexy AI stuff, the chatbots, the automations, the agents. But if your data is scattered across 5 different tools, 3 different spreadsheets and a whiteboard, and in somebody else's head, AI has nothing to work with. Step 1 is dead simple. Keep it simple, stupid. You need an all-in-one workflow software, one system that runs your entire operation, and you need to ruthlessly go get one now and go apply it. Your CRM, your job management system, your invoicing, your scheduling, all of it in one place. In restoration, your only option's Albi. In other trades, it might be something like ServiceTitan or Jobber. The point is, one system, one database, one source of truth. Don't overcomplicate it. Just go find it. Now, why does this matter so much? Because when all of your data lives in one place, it becomes queryable. It becomes intelligent. You can ask it questions that you can never ask before. Like, what's my average close rate on commercial jobs over $50,000? Or which estimator has the highest margin on water losses? And what's my real cost per lead channel? When your data is fragmented, those questions are impossible to answer. And when it's in one place, it literally takes 30 seconds to answer. Here's where it gets powerful. Once you have built that single source of truth with an open API, you can now build what I call digital gremlins on top of it. These are custom AI scripts. You can build them using Claude, deploy them via N8N, just ask AI how to do it and it'll help you. And they sit on top of your database. And the gremlin reads the data, it makes a decision, it executes tasks, it can send a follow-up text to the customer who hasn't responded in 48 hours, it could update the ledger on when a payment comes in, it could flag that a job is about to go over budget, and no human touches the keyboard. Stop hiring humans to act like robots. Put in data into the system. Hire robots so that your humans can act like humans. But here's the key. The gremlin's only as smart as the data underneath it. If your data's garbage, your gremlin's garbage. That's why the all-in-one workflow software comes first. Always, and keep it simple, stupid. Get the foundation right, and then build the intelligence layer on top. Which brings me to pillar number 2, the adoption hack. The biggest risk to building an AI first or an AI native company isn't the technology. It's not whether you use Claude or ChatGPT. It's your team refusing to use it. And I've seen this over and over and over again. You buy the shiny new tool, you do the training, you send the Loom videos, and then 3 weeks later, nobody's using it. And the old tech playbook was, hey, here's your new iPad app. Learn how to use it. And that adds more work to your employees' plates. It's one more thing that they have to remember, one more login, one more process, right? Or you go out, get all these point solutions, like you got Company Cam and ServiceTitan and Encircle and all these things. And then you have to then create a document on how you use these different things. Overcomplicated. So the employees, what do? They rebel. They go back to the old way because the old way is what was comfortable. The AI playbook, in my opinion, is different. The AI playbook is all about subtraction. You don't add to their plate, you take something off their plate entirely. When we rolled out AI-powered collections across our portfolio, we didn't train the team on how to use it. We didn't send a single training video. We just said, hey, you no longer have to do collections. The bot and the collections agency just handle it from now on. It's not your problem anymore. We got crazy adoption, 100% adoption, instantly. Why? Because we literally took the broccoli, the shit that they hate doing, off their plate. They didn't have to learn anything new. They just had to stop doing something that they already didn't want to do. Your first AI deployment, or let's just take AI out and just say your first deployment must eliminate a task entirely, not change how the task is done. That is the hack. That's how you start getting momentum on adoption. Find something that your team hates the most, the thing that they procrastinated on, the thing that falls through the cracks every single week, and just poof, make it disappear. That's how you get buy-in. That's how you start building trust. And once they see it working, they'll start asking you, what else could we automate? Keep it simple. Don't try to boil the ocean from day one. Pick one piece of broccoli, eliminate it, then move to the next one. And once you do that, we can move on to pillar number 3, which is the flat org chart. And man, this one excites the crap out of me. The era of people managing people who manage people that manage people that do the work is over. In a traditional business, information flows up and down the chain of middle managers. It's slow, it's expensive, it's messy. And by the time the message gets from the field to the CEO, it's been filtered through 3 to 4 different layers of interpretation. And the data gets skewed and the sentiment gets skewed. In an AI native company, that intelligence layer is the middle manager. You don't need a human being whose job is to collect status updates and report them upward. The AI does that in real time with zero bias. What does that actually look like? Well, you end up having superstar individual contributors like plumbers, estimators, salespeople that are directly connected to a CEO dashboard. And AI can monitor and spit out those KPIs in real time, flag errors before they become problems, send accountability alerts in Slack when jobs stall, and generate a weekly performance report automatically. You can run a $10 million company with the headcount of a $2 million company. That is why these businesses will be insanely profitable. You're not going to be paying 6 figures a year for 3 layers of management. You'll be paying maybe less than 6 figures per year for people who actually want to do the work and an intelligence layer that connects them to leadership. You're essentially minimizing the G&A category of your profit and loss. G&A, for those that don't know, is general administrative. Now, does this mean you fire all your managers? No. It means that your managers get to level up, and they're not going to be information routers, and they're going to actually start leveling up to actual coaches. They stop spending their day in status meetings, and they start spending their day developing their people. And the best companies that will be built are companies that build the people to build the business, which brings you to pillar number 4, the sci-fi future. And let's take a step back and dream a little bit. Right now, AI is like a robot that's in the cloud, in this fictitious area of servers, and it's doing the paperwork. But the end game is physical robotics. And I want you to think about this because it changes how you build today. Think about a landscaping business with robot dogs mowing lawns. Think about a restoration company using humanoids, Tesla humanoids, to do demolition. Think of a pizza shop where robots make the pizza, and then the humans, they get to focus on the most important thing, which is the customer experience. This isn't sci-fi. This is like less than 5 years away. And the companies that build the cloud infrastructure and API connections that we talked about earlier today will be the ones capable of plugging into physical robots tomorrow. If your business is already running on a single source of truth, with digital gremlins managing your workflows and an intelligence layer connecting everything, when the physical robots arrive, you just plug them in. They connect to the same system because guess how the robots are going to communicate? Through the same freaking APIs. They're going to read the same data, which is not in your humans' heads, and they execute the same workflows. And it's seamless. But if you're still running on spreadsheets and filing cabinets when that day comes, you're toast. You can't retrofit your business for robotics. You would have to then start building the digital infrastructure first. And to let this sink in, just think about the fact that less than 20 years ago, the cell phone first came out. And today, it would be absolutely bananas for you to run a business without the cell phone. Then think of the fact that AI is getting adopted 10 times faster than the cell phone. Meaning that 3 to 5 years from now, if you run your business without AI, it'd be the equivalent of running your business today without a cell phone. Now, here's the deal. Did the smartphone replace people? No. AI won't do that either. AI doesn't replace your people. It eliminates the bottleneck of people, which is the number one pain point every business goes through. It allows you to have your scarce human team, because again, humans are scarce currently, to focus 100% on the things that actually require a human. Empathy, creativity, customer relationships, leadership. And then the broccoli that they hate, the robotic work that they just don't want to do, that goes to the bots. And the meaningful work stays with the humans. Look, I know that this is a lot, and I know the temptation is to overthink it, to wait until technology is ready, to bake it, to wait until you have a perfect plan. Don't. Keep it simple, stupid. Here's what I need you to hear. Stay with it. Your first encounter with AI is not going to be pretty. It's going to hallucinate. It's going to be all over the place. It's going to give you garbage. You're going to feel like it doesn't work, and that's normal. That's the learning curve. But the people who win are not the people who are the smartest. They're the people who stay in the arena the longest. Be the first to build an AI native company in your market. While your competitors are still debating whether AI is real or not, you will have already built the machine. And once it's built, it compounds. Every gremlin you deploy makes the next one easier. Every process you automate frees up the time to automate the next one. The flywheel spins faster and faster and faster. Buy into the vision. If you build it tech first, it will scale. And a tech-enabled service business is not just more profitable. It's going to be more valuable. It's going to be more sellable, and it's going to be more fun to run. It is the future. And I believe that the trades industry and the traditional boring business industry on Main Street is about to be completely disrupted by these tech-enabled service businesses. That's why I'm building one. And I'm like literally going all into it. And if you want to join the empire as an operator, as an entrepreneur, or as an owner, just reach out to me at It's Alex Duta, and I'll happily connect you with my awesome team. Whether you're an incredible engineer or you have an entrepreneurial dream and you want to open up our next Longview location, I'm happy to have you on the team. The future belongs to the operators who build the machine. Let's go build it.